I want to talk about racism. And first off, I want to say just because I'm white and I'm a male doesn't mean that I have no idea what racism is and I don't know what discrimination is. Because usually, how it is you have some person has taken a women's studies class in college and then they come out of it and they're like, oh no, did you know that everyone's been discriminated against? Oh my god. And you're like, yeah, I've been discriminated against, but they live in some kind of alternate universe. And they're like, actually, you don't understand because my professor said that, white males don't know what discrimination is. Then it's just like, you go fight for black rights and they're still being discriminated against, and then you still have to go fight for gay, lesbian community and transgender. End up fighting for all these little different things, but everyone's still being discriminated against. And then it turns out that, oh, now there's white privilege where I'm privileged to be a white person. I think the big problem is the government. The government is the whole reason why the whole racism thing is even a thing, is because black people were not given certain rights and women were not given certain rights. And as of now, you are not allowed to marry a man if you love a man, or marry a woman if you love a woman if you're the same sex. And it's not because of people, it's because of government. And who's to say, are we going to wait for the government to be like, oh, please let us have a minority right so I can go marry someone that I love? I mean, are you going to wait for that? While we're fighting for all these different rights, we're really missing the big picture. It's not about rights over here and rights for these types of people. It's individual rights. It's rights for everybody. It's for everyone to be treated fairly, and for everyone, no matter who they are, should be able to live their life how they want as long as it doesn't incriminate on someone else's life. And that's what we should be fighting for, but we're not. We're too busy fighting each other, and we're so separated in all these different sects, and we can't stand together on an issue because like this party supports these rights, this party doesn't, and it's just really dumb, and everything is kind of conveniently separated. And I think if all of us as Americans, or just people in general around the world, if we all stood up and promoted individual rights where you can live your life how you want to without anybody else's say so, it doesn't matter. Because what gives the government the right to come down and say, oh, you're allowed to do that because there was a majority vote? Fuck you and fuck that. Because it's no one's business what you do with your life. And it really irritates me. The majority shouldn't be able to tell you what's good for you and what's bad for you. That should be individual choice. This is what America is supposed to be all about. So I usually don't curse in my videos, but I don't know, I decided to that time. The only thing the government can do is make laws, and whenever they make laws, it makes people criminals. So you're gonna have to ask yourself, when am I going to not let my lifestyle be criminalized by people anymore? When am I going to say, hey, it's okay to be me, and it's not a crime? That's what you're gonna have to decide.